DreamKingz Films. We're here with Coach Cooper, head coach of the St. Augustine Yellow Jackets. Hey, Coach, tough loss tonight up here in Jacksonville to these Robert E. Lee Generals. Real quick, Coach, can you give me your thoughts on tonight's contest?
I think we was going to have to play perfect to beat them. Just watching film on those guys, this is a very talented team. This is a very unique bunch of guys. They got guys that can do it all over the floor from different places. So I felt coming in, I think if we executed well and we did everything perfect, we had a chance to win. Anything less than that, it was going to be a tough night for us.
Yes, sir, Coach. Some of those guys for Robert E. Lee is DeAndre Devon. He led all scorers with 20 points. Alex Fudge, 18. Teron Haywood, 19 points. Real quick, Coach, can you talk about your defense and the job it took to contain those guys?
We knew it was going to be a battle. We knew it was going to be tough coming in. I think those guys played really well. Those guys executed down the stretch. We had some mishaps on defense, but it's nothing to take away from those guys. Those guys are good players. Those guys have been good players for 26 games now. So I can't take nothing away from those guys. We could have played better defensively, but I think you say that after every loss. So I don't want to take nothing from those guys. Those guys did a hell of a job, and those guys deserve everything they got tonight.
Yes, sir, Coach. Staying with your defense, DeAndre only had 5 points at halftime in the game with 20. What you think was able to let him get going in the second half?
I think more so we went into desperate mode, and when we go into desperate mode and we have to cheat a little bit and we have to gamble a little bit, I think that opened up guys. I mean, we just wanted to try to cut that thing down to single digits, and we had to take some chances to do that, and taking chances, they executed, and they executed well.
Yes, sir, Coach. Talk about some of your playmakers. Birch had 20 points. I said DeAndre led all scores, but Birch had 20 points. Durden 12, Campbell 10, Stanley 11 points. Coach, just real quick, give me some of your playmakers and their impact on the contest.
Brickell is one of a kind player. I mean, and he can play anywhere. Those guys really bought into. It was going to be a tough game. It was going to be a game. This is Brickell's type of game. He's a playground player with indoor skills. You know what I mean? So he definitely lived for these tough physical games. Spence is a kid that just he know how to score. He's a finesse guy. He comes along. Trey can shoot the basketball really well, and Daquan Stanley is just a multi-sport athlete. That's just he can do it no matter if he's on the field or if he's on the court. So. Those guys definitely played their tail off. Those guys wanted to win, and we seen that in their play. I told those guys after the game, we can look at each other in the eye and say we did all we could do. That team was just better than us.
Yes, sir. Coach, stand with that thought. Y'all kept shooting it to the very end. Number 3 put up an exciting dunk. Just, Coach, talk about your team and how proud you is of those bunch to keep fighting against this great Robert E. Lee team, well-coached team.
We're going to be relentless no matter what we do. We talk about toughness all the time. We talk about playing hard. We talk about playing smart. We talk about playing together. No matter if it's time on the clock, we're going to play. It doesn't matter if we're down by 20 or we up by 20. That got to be the mentality that we got to have. That's the mentality of our school. That's the mentality of our sports program. And that's going to be the mentality of our basketball program. We're going to play until the clock reaches zero.
Yes, sir, Coach. Going for what's in store for the future of the Yellow Jackets?
We're young. We got guys that's coming back. We got a lot of guys that have played basketball in the past. We got guys on our JV that's going to come up, step up, and be a big part of it. But we got a lot of guys coming back. I'm just ready to get this one behind us and get going for next year.
Yes, sir, Coach. Before we get out here, do y'all have any seniors that be moving on to the next level further in their academic and athletic career?
We got Spencer. He got a couple offers on the table. He'll be taking a basketball to up in Chicago, so he's the one. We got a lot of multi-sport guys, so they'll have opportunities here on the gridiron, or they'll have opportunities on the court. But other than that, I just want these guys to go out and be great citizens, man. Me personally, I know the sports thing is going to end. If guys go out and be great citizens, that'll be perfectly fine with me. They don't have to play sports.
Hey, Coach, thanks for talking with me. Good luck to y'all future.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Appreciate you, Coach.